Hey everybody, welcome back. Day 12, day 12, day 12. We're back. I didn't want to do another reading, but I guess I'm being guided to it because I think there's a piece of information I forgot to put out. So hopefully this will help. I kept getting, again, bless the decks, thank you God, love every light, all that. So I don't waste time because I know people want me to get right to it. I'm not going to defend myself or anymore. I'm just going to do what I got. I started laying cards, okay? It took me an hour to get here, and I know there's not many cards on the table. Okay, I am Nikki, by the way. Cats seem calm. We're at a stalemate right now, which I told you it would take a while for this to unfold. Again, I kept getting eighth day. I get the 8th day, could have been key, but when I did Nancy's life path number, she's a life path 8. Okay, that's maybe where it is. I don't know. I'm not looking for grasps or straws, but I don't know. It could be he's just all won't come out till March 8th for all I know. Who cares? Numbers or whatever. But the biggest thing I got, and this is the cards, and when I hit on stuff, I get yes or no or things like that, or getting a feeling of yes or no. 3 of Cups. Bro, this has been in all 3 readings, and I couldn't figure out. I thought it was a drink they gave her or something. No, maybe, but it's more about, I heard look closer to the card. What's going on in this card? Who just had a birthday? Effing Nancy just had a birthday. I know that's public knowledge. You get it. I get it. What I heard, what I got very strongly, something was said on when she I don't know who was with her. It could have been her daughters. There was 3 of them there, 3 of Cups, 3 people. When they celebrated Nancy's birthday, 4 days before that's when it started. 4 days before she was taken. She said something, whether they know it or not, or it was her overheard or regurgitated back to somebody else. Somebody, like the telephone game, I kept hearing it. You hear it, then you give it to them, and they give it, and then they hear it, but they didn't hear they didn't understand what they heard or misconstrued or something. Something was said. I hope this could be, I don't know if this has happened. I would hope that they would go back to when Savannah and her daughter, not her daughters, not Savannah, I'm sorry. When Savannah and her sister and Nancy were celebrating the birthday, something about the birthday was said or overheard or regurgitated to somebody else. I'm just going to say, I got a couple things that could be true or not. I don't know what the cause of this dude at the door. He looks like a terrible criminal, whoever this was. God forbid if he was the one that took Nancy, if he's a caregiver like he is a thief, she's not with us. Because who takes grass or weeds or flowers and try to cut? I mean, we all saw it. Whatever. I'm not even going to talk about that guy because what I'm being directed to are focus on my birthday. Whatever happened, I hope they go back over that day. Were they out to lunch? Did they go somewhere? Were they out celebrating her birthday? Somebody said something that she said about her house, about what's in her house, about what she has. Now, money is the motive for this. Money. I don't care where it started, who said what, I don't know. The motivation was money in her house. Okay. She had either money in her house or overheard about something in her house that was money, not stuff, because stuff can be pawned and retraced and found back. Cash, cold hard cash. I heard money. I heard somebody said, you have money here. Somebody said you have money. She may have, and now I'm going to tell you this. I was being redirected to my childhood. I lived on a farm in the middle of nowhere in the country. I'm not going to say where, but it was upstate New York. I was in the country, okay? We didn't have ATMs, right? So what did my mother would do? She would keep money in an envelope in a drawer because we didn't have to go to the bank, 10 miles to the bank every time we needed cash. I think Nancy's was old school. I think she was old school, had some kind of money. So when people would come to the house, she would tip. She would give tips. Somebody said, like, Mom, you know you aren't da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, you have, you are somebody who has money hidden, or like you keep your money in a jar, or something like, I don't know. I could be wrong with that, but something to do with cash. Whoever broke in thought she had cash. They thought she had money in the house. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Tied up. We got the 8 of Swords. Okay, I'm going to do some clarifiers so you can see me pull cards because this is what I got right now. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is tied up. Again, more water. I don't know what that is. Dark forest. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not getting where she is. I keep thinking down below, down something. Underground. Maybe water. I don't know. But I was picking up water because I had a lot of water. I do talk fast. Sorry. When I channel, I gotta get it out there or else it's gone, like vapor out of my head. Here's the 5 of Wands. clipping the wings, keeping it tied down under the 5 of Cups. Somebody didn't like what was said on the birthday. So FBI needs to go back on the birthday and find out what was talked about. What did they say? What was being talked about? Even the smallest of things could have misunderstood. The Empress, there's Savannah underneath the 3 of Cups. She was there on the birthday. I don't know. I'm not saying she did anything. I'm saying something was discussed. Whether it was somebody recorded it on the phone or something, I don't know. It was overheard. Something was discussed. Could have been on the birthday. It started on the birthday. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't care. Coincidentally, celebrated of a birthday. 4 days later, somebody's breaking in the house. Something was overheard about what she has in the 4 of Wands, the home, the stability, the homestead. Because we got Aunt M underneath Aunt M twice. This is the Wizard of Oz deck. You got Aunt M twice. And put together, the way they fell out was the Hierophant. Okay? The Hierophant is patience. Whoever broke in was this dude. If he had more than one, I hear there's somebody outside. But more than one. This dude lost his patience because in the house, where is it? Where is it? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Tied up. Smacked. Hit in the head. Hit in the face. They went out the front door. I don't know if she was awake or not. I don't know if he carried her. I don't know what, but out the front door. I thought she went in through the garage, but I was picking up the garage. But when they dropped her home, they did bring her home. They did. They dropped her home. Boom. See you tomorrow. Bye. They left. The back door was left unlocked, I think. I keep getting it was left unlocked or nobody checked the back door. That's how they got in. She never would have opened the door for that dude. I wouldn't. Even if I knew who it was, like, why the hell are you dressed like that? That's just common sense. I didn't get that, but I think they came in through the back. Whoever, the sense of urgency wasn't big. I don't know what this dude was thinking. I don't know what his mind, he's a little off, okay? The strength is in reverse now. Now we're losing hope. Now we have no idea what the hell's happening because we're all over the place. Okay, so now let's get some clarifiers with the Light Seers. The Light Seers deck, I'm holding. Okay, all right. So the biggest thing, the only thing I'm pretty sure it started on her birthday or it was planned on the birthday. Something to do with the 3 of Cups 3 times. 3, 3, 3. Once again, 3 of them together, overheard or loose lip sync ships. Somebody said something at the birthday, the day of the birthday, that overheard by somebody. They may have known them, they may not have known them, or knew how to get around. They probably knew them. Oh yeah? I heard, oh yeah? Okay. Like they're dumb. Whoever this was thought they would go in, and then that was the impulsivity of they couldn't find what they were looking for in the house. I don't know where it is. Now what? I hear, now what? Take her out. We'll figure it out. And that's why the ransom letter, this is weird. I don't know where, it was not always the case to take the ransom. They made that up later because they didn't get what they wanted when they went in the house. I don't know about that. They keep circling back. Where is it? What are they looking for? Angel Spirit guys, what the hell is this all about? God, I'm so tired of this story. I want her found, but she's not gonna. They're live. Okay. I didn't know that. Again, what are they looking? What does this dude want in the house? I hear her going, I don't know what you're please don't hurt my family. Please me. I don't know. What do you want? We'll give it, whatever it is. But she doesn't know what the hell he's looking for. It's not over. The world in reverse. Again, I just said we're going in a circle. We're circling back. So again, going back to the house, going back to where we saw her last, going back. What is it we're looking for? It's not, this is the world. The world upright is its completion. This isn't over, as we all know. We're sitting here waiting. What else? 10 of Wands, the burden. Upright is dropping the burden. This is going to be continued burden on the finality of what this is. I'm not going to say it. Transformation at the bottom of the deck. This will have a break in the case. Again, Empress in reverse. Queen is 2 females. Okay. The sisters. I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I don't know. But it has to do with what was said at the birthday party or on the birthday. Something was discussed. It could be anything. I wasn't there. I'm not invited to freaking celebrities' birthday parties. What was discussed? Let's go there. What was discussed on the birthday? It was a good time. We had fun. We ate. We drank. We laughed. Something was said that caused a burden to something or someone. What was discussed? Let's talk about what could it be about. Fell right on the birthday card. Okay. First of all, what did I just say? It started. The thought, the planning, something was about to be stolen. Seven of Swords. Somebody started thinking, what can I do? What can I take? Where are we going? Or I don't know if it was, I'm not saying it was the daughter or the sisters or whoever, overheard. And what else? The Magician. Manifesting. It's the planning and the manifesting. Again, major arcana, the Magician and the Seven of Swords. Mental thought planning of what they were going to take from the home started on the birthday. Something was said on the birthday. I'm trying to listen if there's anything more. No. That's all I can get right now. It is so important to go back 4 days before. What? I don't care about the day. The 4 days before. I think they know. Something, the Empress, could be Savannah, or the female knows something. The female knows something. The Magician. Something was stolen. Or they went in there with the intent to take something. Either her, but I get the feeling it was more than just her. They spent a lot of time in that house. I think they were looking for money or something of value or of information, something. She wasn't giving it up. I don't know. All right. Jesus. The Gemini. It's Gemini energy. Who in this situation is a Gemini? I'm not saying the name. Something was overheard vicariously, regurgitated from the birthday. What was wanted? What was said, or what was the catalyst? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups in the Light Seers deck is a choice needed to be made, and none of them are good. There's choosing the right. Seven of Cups. What do I do? What do we do? What do we do? How do we handle this? Something was said. I don't know. I don't know. Temperance again. Temperance twice now. They were losing patience with Nancy about something. Somebody was losing patience with her. Like, why aren't you just doing it? I think that's the person that broke in. Yeah, the Nine of Swords in reverse underneath. Look, somebody was upset about what was said or done or initiated on the birthday. I don't know if something was changed. Somebody overheard it. Secondhand person heard it. I don't know. I don't know who's responsible. I think closer to home. I keep saying it's cool. I don't want to accuse anyone. I don't know. The FBI keeps going in circles. They're going around in circles. Something was planned and then it was impulsive. It was an impulsive, like, we're doing it. I'm done with this. We're doing it. Somebody heard something that said, yes, that would be a good place to look, is the house. I don't know. That's all I'm getting through the cards. But I do want to say, I was on my way. I host trivia on Wednesday nights. I do trivia. I host it, which I do for 7 years now. I like to get on the mic. I'm a good speaker. I have a good time with that. It's my outlet. Because I do hospice for the most part, and then I do something fun to balance myself out. But anyway, on the way, I was driving, and it hit me with the dog, with Toto. I figured that out, and I started to get emotional because, let me tell you why. When there's a traumatic death, meaning a traumatic situation that leads to your death, what will greet you in the hereafter first is your animals. So I do believe that she had a dog. I do believe that the dog is gone. I don't know how long, but the dog was the first person to greet her. And it made me start crying for nowhere, because I have a pet that I miss. It's terrible. I saw my dog, and then I saw a black dog. And I know she had a black dog, that's whatever, but a dog greeted her. When you pass, this is a little tidbit of info if you want to know. When you have a traumatic death, you will be greeted by animals because they're the least threatening. When you cross over and you're confused and you're scared and you cross over, the first thing you will see is an animal. Animals are angels on earth. They greet us when they go where we go. Anything you love goes with you into the hereafter. Everything you love goes with you, including animals. Life that has souls, go. She saw her dog. That's what greeted her. Of course, she's with her husband and all that, but the first thing she saw was her dog. And that's what gave her peace immediately, knowing she was gone, because that was proof, because she knew the dog was passed. So when she saw the dog, she knew it was gone. She was over. That's what I got. That's the only message I got on the way to my trivia last night. It was like, I had to pull over because I was like emotional. I'm like, what is this? Then I saw the total car. I'm like, oh, the dog greeted her. That's what I'm saying. Some of these things come a little bit harsh, you know, a little bit. I'll be doing, again, how I work, just quick side note, I'll be doing stuff and then I'll get something that comes at me without I'm not asking. So that is part of it because I've been attached to this energy and I don't want to be, but I am apparently now. But the dog greeted her. The dog welcomed her over. She was so happy to see that animal, let me tell you what, which made her understand that she was gone. That's all I got for about that. I don't have any else. I don't know anything about anything else here. This is still unfolding how it needs to. Okay. Should we get the kipper out? Do I dare? Let's see what the kipper has to say about who's responsible. I still see more than one. This dude took his time like he had all the time in the world taking care. I don't think he realized that there was as many cameras. The person that did this. I do believe he hit her. That's all I know. That's where the blood came from. On the way out. It was on the way out. Because when you're on Coumadin, you're on blood thinners, you're going to bleed a lot. The smallest of cuts, you're going to bleed a lot. So I don't know. I do believe she might have bled more than they thought she was going to bliss. Because she's happy now. She's okay. She's okay. She's all right. Maybe she was happy on her birthday, I can tell you that much. She had a good day. But she's still happy. She's okay now. All right, let's get some identifiers of who else is involved here. Let's see if we can pull over this is not me, this is the kipperish telling me. This fell over on the burden. This fell over on the 7. Let's see what this is. Boss and ancestors. Okay. This is somebody who is in charge of the family. That could be her. Maybe she's the matriarch of the family, but boss figure. Somebody who thinks they're in charge. Somebody who wants to be in charge. And it's ancestors. It's family. Who's now the matriarch of the family? Who's in charge of the situation of the family? Who's in charge? 88. Oh, 88 again. There's Nancy's number, which is the life path 8. 88 and then 84. 888, divine. This is divine order. This is happening in the way it's supposed to. But somebody who's a boss-like figure, maybe somebody's telling them what to do. Whoever this dude that broke in, maybe somebody's ahead, like he's the charge of the situation. Like he's not. This dude ain't the mastermind. This dude that you got on camera, he's the patsy. He's gonna go down for this, but he will talk if he gets caught. He's just waiting. He's watching, and he's stupid. I have my own thoughts, just personally, about how this has been handled. But again, I'm not here for my thoughts. Karma. Let me tell you how karma is. Karma is the balancing of energy. If you do something terrible, something else is going to balance it out. This person will be caught. This will be unraveled, and it's going to hit them way worse than they can even imagine. The penalties for this action, whoever gets caught is they're going to shine light on this very quickly. Not very quickly. I mean, they're going to get boom. Once they get caught, that's gonna unfold more quickly than we are now. Yeah, achievement, which means that's gonna happen. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. I know the FBI is playing catch up. They're trying to figure out, because I feel like things are being planted out there to undermine the FBI. That's kind of the vibe I'm personally think. Stuff is being put out to red herrings to get off the trail what really went down. But the FBI is smarter than that. Yeah, here's legal at the bottom of the deck. They're gonna find out. They're gonna do it. I don't care what you think. There is clues. The way technology is today, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find it. Okay. So that's really all I got right now. I don't want to keep anybody on this. This is 19 minutes now. Biggest thing I can say is go back to the birthday. Go back to Nancy's birthday. What happened that day? Where were they that day? What were they talking about that day? Who said what that day? Where were they? Were they together? Was it a phone call? Did they go out to eat? Where were the hell? Somebody overheard, or that was discussed third person over. It's like the telephone game. Somebody said something that was said during this day that somebody else took for, oh, I can go and figure out what's going on there. Money. I do see a money aspect to this. Again, I know the ransom, whatever, but I do believe it was they wanted something in the house. Why else would you stay freaking 40 minutes in the house? There has to be something in that house that they wanted. Something to do of stealing. Again, this together with the magician. He planned it from the day of the birthday. They were thinking about it, but they were thinking about, there was deep-rooted suspicion or something, but they had this plan right from the birthday. It was finalized of what was going to happen on the birthday. They were looking for the weekend, wait till the weekend. So, again, it was Sunday? Okay, well, whatever. Her birthday must have been during the week or something, but 4 days before the birthday was the Sunday, Saturday night, whatever. But it was on the birthday. So I got it 3 times. I was like, what is it? They were give her tea. I saw the hermit with the teacup too. This was discussed quietly among a few people, but we can do this. We can do this. And then when they went in there, she's like, what the hell are you talking about? She was surprised that she didn't know why they were there. And then because this dude was dumb, he probably told her because he had no intentions of releasing her. So I don't know. I hope that's okay. We'll see what happens with this, but this is getting crazier by the day. But there's so many, it's like you clean up something, then someone comes behind and makes a mess. And you're like, I just cleaned this. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting with the circle, with the world in reverse. And this is such a, the burden's going to be 10 upright is dropping the burdens. We're adding burdens to the circle of investigation. That's what I got here. Somebody's adding to this. Do you mean to tell me that you find a glove sitting there perfectly? They didn't see this in 12 days? Please, they think we're idiots. I just can't with this. And it'll get solved, but it has to start on the birthday. So that's all I got today. I hope I can post this today. We'll see how long it takes YouTube to put it up. And again, thank you all for following, listening. I will unlock those videos if and when, this is over, because I just did it really to kind of get my thoughts out on video and timestamp it. And I didn't expect it to go the way it did. Nobody was threatening me. Nobody was yelling at me. I did have naysayers. Who care? I've gotten over that a long time ago. I've been called all kinds of things my whole life. So thank you. I enjoy you. I'm Nikki, and 22 on the clock. I'm going to drop it here. Drop a like and tell me your thoughts. I'd like to hear what you think. I'm not alone in developing my intuition. So I hope you're all well, and God bless you, and we'll see you soon.